Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we played, Arella and company descended into the mausoleum of the Thorm family and through there into the Gauntlet of Shar. We dispatched Balthazar, completed all the trials and collected the umbral gems necessary to descend into the Shadowfell, where Shadowheart was forced to pass one final test: slay the Night Song. However, at that point, doubt had crept into her mind, and instead of slaying the Aasimar, she spared her. Aasimar turned out to be Dame Aelin, daughter of Selûne, who has, after being freed, taken flight to Moonrise, which in turn inspired Jaheira to lead every combat-capable Harper to assault the tower. Although it's going to be up to us to secure the final blow. So, without further ado, it's fighting time. Okay, so we've got myself, we've got Night Warden Manthara, we've got the Blade of Frontiers, Will, and Shadowheart, former cleric of Shar. Although, let's see here.
What am I to do?
So the game says she's Selûne now. Fair enough. I've been waiting for this. Alright, let's see here. Little fashion souls before we go. Yeah, one thing that I like about this game is that even if Shadowheart decides to spare the Night Song, Shar does abandon her. But yet she doesn't lose her cleric powers. It's because she's immediately claimed by Selûne. Because Selûne never abandoned Shadowheart. Alright, there we go.
Still breathing, despite everything.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
I mean, hold on.
Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketheric on the rooftop. In the first line of defense are dead.
Good
But
work.
storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketheric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave.
This is it.
the spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed?
We move in and secure the ground floor first. Cut off all exits.
A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the general himself. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise.
So I'm going
Say
to
the word,
investigate that.
and we're off.
Let's do this.
At the ready, harpers! In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Gederick will taste of death at last.
I love this whole part of Act 2. I actually think that the assault on Moonrise and the subsequent dealing with Ketherick in the lair of the Absolute, I find that more satisfying than the climax of Act 3, to be honest.
What's your gripe with Saluna anyway, Shadowheart?
She betrayed her sister and ruined the balance of things. Imagine turning on those who love you for your own glory.
When you're welcome, Sovereign. So yeah, we're at Moonrise, about ready to assault. You haven't missed the fight yet, although you did miss me giving Shadowheart a new paint scheme. Because as you can see, whether she wants to admit it or not, she's been returned to where she belongs, deity-wise. So I figured her outfit should match.
Never a dull moment.
You dare show yourself here after all you've done?
Oh yeah.
You have betrayed me. You have betrayed General Thorm. You have betrayed our gods!
Technically, no, I didn't. I never swore allegiance.
These harpers. Moonrise will be their tomb, and in death, you will all serve the Absolute. I will never serve the Absolute
Okay,
again,
she
Israel.
did, but...
And I will take your prattling tongue as a reminder of this moment.
I've looked forward to killing you since the moment we met.
You hid it well. I thought you'd be another notch on my bedpost.
You
But
do
instead
realize
you
my
make a trophy
deception
of your
is
bones.
extremely hot.
Make this traitor bleed.
Alright.
Finding my way.
Now, normally, I've used to just do Hunger of Hadar right here. But I've stopped doing that because these fuckers here go into the Hunger of Hadar, and for some reason they're confused as to why they're getting hurt. So instead, we're going to do Flame Strike. Did that, watch them charge and reload and cast fireballs. Yeah, pretty much. Oh no, you're gonna use a counter spell. At level 3. Okay. Wow, it actually worked. You son of a bitch. Counter spell doesn't always work. If it's a lower spell, or if it's a lower spell level, then the spell initially cast, they have to roll a dice. I've had my counter spells fail. Now, if it's a equal level or higher, then yes. I'm just gonna chalk it up to the computer is a cheating bastard.
What now? On my way.
Alright. Powered Fireball, level 4. You don't have another counterspell because that's a reaction you haven't gone yet. Quicken spell. Immolation. Only half health last night. Got down. Welcome missing an arm change. Oh no. Well, they're not totally dead. They're just not exactly in a good spot right now. Legendary haste. Summon Draconic Spirit. Red Dragon. Oh, yeah. I feel that. I am a lefty. So my characters are pretty much always left-handed because that's the arm I use to act. If my DMs purposely cut off my character's left hand... Oh.
Blood comes easy these days.
Fresh orders? A bold maneuver.
Yay, the gnolls are helping.
Got to move.
Call lightning. Destructive wrath. Spiritual weapon. Do a halberd or greatsword. Level 3.
Can't believe you could see the
Minthara, how you doing? Ah, she's not doing so well.
We shall not fall.
Counterspell.
I'll strip your bones clean.
Well, Zrel, what are you gonna do? You're on fire. You've got like 1 hit point left. You might want to get out of the fire. Or not. Works for me.
Another fight. Let's go.
See if I can help her out. Okay, shit. Minthara can survive until her turn. Okay. Nothing personal, Zrel. Oh no, you hit me. Whatever shall I do? False life. I think that's only a. I don't even think I have that. Yet. Hi there. bugbear.
Your
Guess
command.
what? Oh, shit. So I can rend him. Multi-attack.
On your command.
Alright. Lay on hands. Greater. That's a lot better. Wait. No one around me is dead. Okay, never mind. Then...
I seek an advantage.
Death Ward. Guess what? I got another shot at it. Okay, that is not upcast, so it's level 3. I love Call Lightning. Are they temporarily hostile? I'm pretty sure they think I'm, you know, fully hostile now, but I do think it's funny that they think I'm a traitor. I never swore allegiance. Well, now I can't use my fire breath with my dragon. Time to get this archer down. And this archer down.
Coming through.
Hi.
Survival is all that matters. Best be on my way.
Oh, I love Green Flame Blade. It's such a great cantrip. Oh. Well, I've been constantly updating the Mistress Spells one mod because I use it all the time. So, yeah. Oh, you're still alive. Okay, well, stunning gaze. Well, green flame blade seems to work fairly well these days. So I guess you're right, they fixed it. Why am I playing music? Because playing music is a free action. Dragon is hurting. Run away.
Let me strike.
Alright.
I will not fail.
Hi. It's time to get wrathed. Oh. Okay, that's a concentration spell. That's not, though. You missed. Oh no, you pushed that dude.
Heading there.
I've never actually used harm. Let's see what it does. How are you... Oh, did it lower his total hit points to 2? I'm got the times 10 XP mod. So, yeah. We're already at max level. Oh, now he just died. Alright, everyone. Avengers assemble on this side.
Let my enemies fall.
Okay, everyone, gather round. Where's my cat? Where is the little kitty? There it is.
Let's get going.
conditioned up
Short rest.
and ready to fight.
And then no Harper didn't die.
The doors and watch the windows. Enters or exits these rooms alive.
Sometimes, I mean, it's often that I'll lose one or two. It all depends upon whether or not I use big AoE long-lasting spells. Like if I'd used Hunger of Hadar, I can guarantee you I would have lost Harper's because they would have ran into the damn thing. Alright, Quartermaster.
It's a grim task, picking provisions from the dead. But the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply.
I don't think I've got Shadow Hearts. Special undies. And I don't got wills. Alright, let's sell stuff. Oh, I sold the infernal metal? Oops. There we go. I got it back. Good catch, good catch. Sunbeam.
Lady.
Before we head up, we're going down to the basement to back up the Flaming Fist. Oh boy. Dragon's here. Kneel! I would do the fire breath, but I'm worried that these flaming fists will actually try and light their fists on fire by running into it, and then that will trigger hostility. So, Alas. However, Flame Strike doesn't leave residue behind.
Coming through.
Ready for battle. Onward. Suffer.
Just don't run into the fire. Reach from beyond.
Where do I go from here? Have to keep going.
Alright. Power word decimate. Wait, what's... Oh, that must be the things that are gonna explode. Okay. Quicken spell. Fireball. Oh wait, no, there's... Never mind. Let's do magic missile.
On the victor's path. Might will prevail.
Can't give up. Not now. What should I do?
I thirst for combat. Taking up position.
Good, you walked around it.
Still on my feet.
Booming blade.
Another day, another fight.
Alrighty. Well. I think it's time for everyone to take a little bit of a nap.
Who's next?
Because we're pretty much out of spell slots.
What's next?
Sharp as ever.
Still alive, so that's progress.
And luckily, the flaming fists are not hostile. That's good. Which means Jahir is not going to be hostile. And I don't think there's anything caustic on the main floor. Just blood pools. Good. Good, good, good. There's my goblin pudding.
As long as we hold this floor, the tower is ours. I'll stay here. Ensure no one comes up or down without a scimitar welcome. You're close now. A final audience with Ketheric Thorm awaits.
Wish me luck.
May you strike like the viper and choke like the vine. Good luck.
I think of all the druid characters in this game, Jahir is my favorite. Hello, Floof. Welcome to Stram. Alright. We gotta be pretty for our audience with Ketheric. Shared resistances, red dragon. Last line of defense. Create bonfire.
I'll strike you down. This calls for careful footwork.
See, I really like Power Word Decimate because it doesn't take a spell slot. It's basically like a super big fireball of radiant fire. Hey, Catherick.
You. What have you done? What have you done to me?
You were feeding off Night Song for a century. No longer.
How dare you interfere? You are like
If
the
Minthara wasn't
digits
here,
of
I'd
a
consider
hand.
persuasion, but
It is
nah.
for you to act, not to decide. You serve the Absolute.
You think I do?
You serve me. Bow, you dog.
No, it doesn't change the outcome. But I think it gives you a free shot.
The prism.
Because he does hesitate.
You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break. You.
How good it is to see you again, Ketherick. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough. This ends here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Roll initiative! Alright, I'm gonna take care of these ads here. Just gonna, let's do that. Oh, and everyone just stay put. Kneel in the fire, you fools!
Battle favors the fearless. Fleet of foot.
Guess like I gotta do everything my fucking self. Yes, run through the fire, Ketherick!
Focus your attack, soldiers.
You're focusing him on Will? Okay.
No mercy.
Hey, Minthara. There's Ketherick. Go smash.
I am your end.
No, don't go in the fire! Damn it, Aelin!
Nothing important is ever easy.
Well, at least all those things are dead.
Another step forward.
Hi. I must break you. Oh, you're not pudding. Well, allow me to fix that. Fine. Dogpile on Ketherick!
No time for mercy.
Enough. My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to tell you, but Isabel's at last light. She's fine. It's always tentacles.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
That thing came from below. It's been a long day. I need to rest soon.
Well, first... Oh, this is the point where we would need a Starion. Well, let's see if I can try it.
Give me trouble now.
It's only an 18 that I need. At 20. Who needs a Starion? Although I probably could just use that key. Oh well.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
You and your Harpers aren't coming?
Better they stay here, and hold the tower should Ketherick's army catch wind of our assault.
Fair enough.
But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketherick by your side.
Tempting Jaheira, but I'm gonna be fighting Ketherick, chosen of Merkel, the god of the dead. So my current party is a paladin who is like mega death on undead. A cleric who has turn undead. I would let you take Will's spot, but we still haven't found the asset that Zariel wants rescued so we can break him out of his pact. So he needs to be here. Sorry, I don't got room. Besides, the Harpers need a leader, so better you stay behind.
As you wish. Good hunting.
However, can I get a rain check on that recruitment? You peer down the hole left by the tentacle that drew Ketherick into the darkness. Will you leap after him? Cannonball!
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
And Minthara's like, ugh. Your commitment to vengeance is admirable. But
This is an illicit
don't jump
colony.
down a hole.
This must be where they harvest the tadpoles.
It's
We're
possible
close to the source of the
die
infections.
here. Yeah.
I wager that devil I meant to rescue somewhere near.
Still a little kitty dragon. Alright.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
They're not attacking. Seems they think we're allies.
I just murdered one of them in front of them. Okay. I think this is where the free rest area is. Yep. Okay.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Yay, restoration. All right. First, we're gonna go this way.
Descend, assemble. Obey. Liberate.
Mind flayers and civilians,
To make slaves.
side by side.
Those who should be masters.
This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape.
Hey, we found Zevlor.
The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Release. Hey, Minthara, look at it this way. We're letting the people that we're freeing get vengeance upon the people that, hi, Dragon, that, put them in here. You should like that. I'm fucking charmed. How dare!
One day, I'll catch a break.
Okay, I can't make it. I'm double charmed.
Enough! My mind is
How do you miss a brain?
Two steps at a time.
Negative energy flood. Jesus. That was anticlimactic. Dragon's got that one.
Understood.
Vow of enmity. Smash! I'ma eat you.
What's the plan?
Ow.
Breathe deep and move.
Alright, Heighten spell. Immolation.
Time for some bloody work.
Two steps at a time.
Way to go, Will.
Can't slow down.
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. The Blade of Frontiers. The savior I needed, if not the one I deserved. I owe you an explanation.
Shadowheart speaking
Much
for
more than
me.
that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived.
You abandoned them. Do you really think you have the right to ask?
I do not. But if you know what happened, well, you deserve to know all of it. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her. Therefore.
What? Oh. Intellect of ours. Okay. Devlor. No, not you,
Well,
Will. Shut up.
Hells. The others, the ambush. Tell me they survived.
Some. Others ended up in a cell in Moonrise. That's on you.
Somehow I suspect it's worse even than you imagine. Likely you heard that I broke, or froze, or some other lie kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
If you wanted power, you never needed a god, only to live up to your ideal. Because, you know, 5e paladins, despite being divine warriors who get their powers from a divine source, aka a god, they don't actually get their powers from God. They get it from promising something really fucking hard. 'Cause that makes sense. For a moment until you realized your reward would be a tadpole.
Until I realized what I'd done. Perhaps I fought. I don't recall.
That's why I like Pathfinder Paladins. Because Pathfinder Paladins still get their powers from their god.
I can't make amends, but I know something of what you came to do.
There's some
want to help,
grognards
if you
that
let
they
me.
be treated like people.
Catholic is
They're
the way.
fucking holy
If you are
warriors!
no longer a menace, descend and show
They
how
should get their
wrong
powers
it
from
is.
their deity!
If there are any more survivors,
Not from promising
I'll find
really fucking hard!
them out of this place.
Listen, Barabite promise. She's a knight and trying to she's a knight White shiny armor. She's proud of my... I mean, I know lore-wise, 5e paladins can get their powers from deities like they're supposed to, but mechanically speaking, it's from your oath. I'll bully teams. Okay, fair enough. Use another blade in the fight to come.
Only if you can trust it won't be buried in your back. The Absolute swayed me once before. I won't risk it happening again. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
Alright.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual.
Wait your turn, Mizora.
Harvesting all the larvae indicates
Paladin
they are getting
equals
ready
cleric
for
with
something
sword,
big.
basically. Well, the way I see it is clerics and paladins are both holy warriors, but clerics are more spellcasting focused, whereas paladins are more martial focused. Great, okay. Yay, we're on the same page. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. Ceramophosis, a lithid larval transformation of a host humanoid into a mind flayer, typically occurs in less than a 10-day after infection. But the tadpoles laid by our captive Elderbrain are enhanced due to the powerful Netherese magic of the Crown of Karsus. Our enhanced tadpoles induced their hosts in a sort of suspended ceramophosis, a state in which the host becomes susceptible to telepathic influence, and even coercion from the Absolute, our Elderbrain. For our purposes, there are two key aspects of this influence. First, the conversion of the host into a mental lackey of the Absolute occurs entirely without the host's awareness. Its servility feels comfortable and natural and is never consciously questioned. Second, the servile state persists even when the host... Mizora, please shut the fuck up! I am reading. Second, the servile state persists even when the host is far beyond the usual range of an Elderbrain psionic control. This phenomenon is particularly useful given our ambitions. Cleric is half martial, paladin's half caster. Yeah. Alright.
Flaming hells.
Also, I was trying to channel my best Lucius Malfoy, since Gortash is voiced by Jason Isaacs.
Is that Mizora inside?
Mizora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I don't know.
And you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command, to your authority. You know this symbol from the Mind Flayer ship. It means annihilate. You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
It's alright, you're lucky that I actually care about Will. Otherwise, I would have you melted into nothingness.
You did all right, Will. I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're one to talk.
You're
You
free,
smell of
Mizora.
fire and brimstone.
I held up my end. Now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
Well, it sucks, but I kind of need to have your warlock powers for the moment. So let's just see what we can get out of this. You think we get a reward for going through all this trouble?
Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt. All that power. And to think you want to throw it away.
You know, some people would
You've
rather
got
have
business in the
freedom
towers to take care of.
than power.
Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale.
Stab her in the face. Welcome, Sin. We can't yet. The game won't let us.
A hero at heart.
Send to Bill. And since we've got the thing, yeah.
What to do?
Zariel's asset was none other than Mazora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I'm made a free man. Thanks be to the... No, scratch that. Thanks be to you.
Mazora said you can talk about your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
First, we kill Ketheric Thorm. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Anything more we should discuss?
Alright. Okay, let's head down this way.
Some who worked here were not thralls or undead. They were loyal to Ketheric and his grim cause.
So you're saying I should have no compunctions about offing them? Okay.
Try me.
Yeah, this person here, not Manthara, but Cressa Bone Daughter, if we're doing a Dirge playthrough, this is the one that fucked with your body after Orin kind of put the tadpole in your skull.
Baldur's Gate will know my desire.
But since we're not doing a dirge run, she doesn't really have anything of note. So that's why I just power word decimated everything. I love that spell so much. It's Radiant Fireball with like 4 times the radius. Of course, I mean, I've killed myself with it on stream, so I gotta be careful with it. All right.
Fresh recruits for Ketheric's
I
army.
wonder how many pilgrimages
To a necromancer,
down here.
a morgue is a muster yard.
Friend, you found the helm.
Yeah, I did.
Remember you well. You saved us once. Perhaps you can do it again? They are not kind to us here. We are different, they say, aberrant. They wish to repurpose us, destroy what they cannot fix. Please, help us escape harm.
I'll free you.
Thank you. Thank you. You are a good friend. No. More. Rescuer.
Now, I'm kind of curious how us is able to resist the hive mind stuff of the Absolute and just Elder Brains in general.
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
That creature in the cage.
Bad kitty. Sings wrong song. Must fix.
I'll take the creature with me. It won't disrupt the hive mind anymore.
Yes. Yes. Take. Only one song remains. Careful petting. Sticky.
Thank you. Good to know. Oh, by the way,
Not for long. Time for jump. Free at last. No more chop.
more confused as to how it survives the hive mind. Well, maybe. No, because when we rescue it, it doesn't have the astral prism. I don't know.
With haste.
Bum, bum. Oh, you little bastard.
This is my time.
Gotta be kidding me. Oh wait, no.
Battle favors the fearless.
Pack blade. Ah, god damn it. Okay. Rend it.
Unleash me.
I think my favorite thing about that draconic summon is the fact that in order for it to walk around, it has to disguise itself as a Tressum. Just the fact that the dragon is a kitty is hilarious to me.
Yes.
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Well, I think you know what we have to do now. Conjure us.
Friend, we are here for you.
You're keen to join me. Don't you want to serve the Absolute?
What absolute? The absolute does not care about us. And we do not care about the absolute. We are different. And we are saved. Friend!
You may draw the wrong sort of attention if people see you by my side.
We will not cause you any trouble, friend! We will project a different form that will cloak us from all but your closest acquaintances. You and your friends shall see us as we truly are. All others shall see a kitty, a small predator, indigenous to this world. They kitties can walk anywhere, and they are most cunning.
Ah yes, the cat distribution system at work. I have been given a cat. Yeah, I love us as disguise. We're gonna be a kitty! No one questions the existence of kitties walking around on their own. Although there is one flaw in their plan. It's just a glamour projection. If someone tries to give the kitty scritches, they ain't gonna feel a kitty, they're gonna feel a brain.
This is my time. Finding my way.
Alright. Because I can control every... Fucking blocked. Come and get me.
Sometimes the only way out is
so funny. Path is interrupted. Miss! Fine! See if this misses. Fucker. Alright, so us now has obviously its claws. It can jump, it can dash, but also has Devour Intellect, consume a creature's mind. If its intelligence is before or below 4, it takes damage and is stunned. Otherwise, its intelligence is reduced by 3. Arella spake and bid them be not, and they were not with great thundering of her voice. Pretty much. And then there's Synaptic Discharge. Expel a wave of telepathic energy. Oh yes, please come in range of my melee characters. Totally how Volo would tell it later. He would. He definitely would. Alright, so we're gonna go down this way.
Yes. Lilala.
No. Oh no, he brought him back from the dead at half health. Flew through the fire and died.
On the victor's path.
Time to push my luck again. I won't give in.
Alright, how is it going, Code Geass? Well, if you listen to any of my commands, die! Happily, Your Highness!
Need to stay focused.
On your command. Olat Das. Whatever experiments Balthazar performed here, I fear he made more than thralls and ghouls.
I think that's all of them.
This is my time.
So I'm just gonna end concentration on the wall.
Still breathing, despite everything. Never a dull moment.
Target's too far.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Just smack it. Alright. See, that I think goes back up. Okay, here we go.
As the console bursts into life, a mind touches your own. Alien and full of desperate need, but fragmented too. It is incomplete. It yearns to connect, but needs you to guide the process, linking each part of your mind to its like.
Begin to manipulate the mind. Alright. Yep. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah. So, let's start with the yellow one. Go there. Then it goes here. Then here. Then here. Then there. Okay. Now for blue, it goes here.
Calls out for salvation.
Then over here. Then here. And here. Green goes here. Then here. Then here. And there. And there. And purple.
Of many hearts.
There. 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 And there. Da 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 da. I win. And I totally didn't look it up. I did, but that's okay. Blade of Oppressed Souls. A Waking Mind. Skeleton. Circlet of Mental Anguish. Brain Drain Gloves.
Destiny. Design. Downfall.
Your tadpole echoes, not with presence, but memory, tinged with loss.
The ground's design. Order. Perfection. Unity. Every plane. As one. Every being. In their place.
That loss blooms into a sudden fury, burying claws in your mind.
Taken. Corrupted. Gone.
And just as suddenly, pain and memory are gone. leaving only stone once more.
The grand design. The restoration of the Mind Flayer Empire. The dream of all Illithids.
Well, the Illithids can go kick rocks. Ah, shit!
To see what's back there.
Alright, let's... that up. That in there, that in there, that in there. Right, right, think. Okay. Come on, kitty kitty.
I've got a long road ahead.
Faithful. We depart.
I feel glorious.
Griffin, forgive me, Father, for I cannot help but admire the chosen of your sworn foe. Enver Gortash's genius will take far. But fear not, those of Bane always fall to the same folly. They cannot see the beauty of obliteration. The absolute hoax will garner false love from new slaves, but once I've built a large enough army, I will hold upon the absolute slaves to begin this vile world's end. I can see the path through Gortash's brilliant plan. Gortash, Ketherick, and I will seize the Netherese relics that control the crown, and then use the crown to command the Illithid grand design. The dead three, age-old foes, our dire patrons, will become bosom friends for a time. Father, you created me to be the last soul alive. When the time is right and my power is assured, I will slaughter Gortash and Ketherick upon your altar, where I myself hope to die when the world itself is gasping its last. At the end of all this, Father, there will not be a single creature living. Everyone will die. Everyone will die for you. I will make you proud.
Will know my desire.
Note appended at the bottom of the page in a different hand. Ha! Orin was right about his sibling, Balth.
This is Molly's eye patch. What's become of her?
Experimental notes written in Balthazar's precise hand. His obvious deficiencies aside, it cannot be denied that young Gortash has the mind of a scientist. Before his latest invention, the Illithid library was no more than rows of brains swimming in the cerebral slop. With his device, we no longer need psionic power to access the memories contained within. Only insert the subject and speak to it directly. I do wish he were not so eager in testing the device on more recent subjects of his own. However, nor in leaving their skull shavings scattered along my workbench. Poor Mole. Well... I wouldn't count Mole out just yet. Until I see a body, I'm holding out hope that she's alive. Yeah, if you watch the Floof Crew Baldur's Gate streams, when we did the heist in House of Hope, you can find a certain contract there.
Chosen are my heart.
Which reminds me, we need to go back to the guild and give it to her.
Fine bones, sharp jaw, some variety of elf. Pretty enough for a flesh prison, if not the noble Githzerai features I was born with.
The monk-like Githzerai, sibling race to the warrior Githyanki. Their contempt for one another is eclipsed only by their shared hatred of the Illithids.
I'd guess you're no willing guest of the gate either. Perhaps we might aid one another.
You're remarkably sane for a pickled brain.
A Githserai's mind is not so easily cracked. Our discipline was the very reason you were attacked. My order taught a psionic technique much feared by the Gate. They destroyed us for it, and kept me as a trophy. I never broke, but I've spent all these centuries awake, aware. So here is my offer. Use your tadpole, erase me, and I will pass my technique on to you.
A prickling flame runs across the back of your mind and the edge of your soul. Your patron bids you caution before agreeing to this pact. The monk isn't telling you everything.
Normally you have to pass an insight check. But I guess warlocks just get that because their patron's like, hey, this guy's fucking with you. If you want my help, then tell the truth.
All right. The Gate did not find my monastery. I led them there. They promised me immortality, and they gave it. I have been their rotting trophy for centuries.
As her agitation swells, so does her latent psionic power. To your tadpole, that guilt and terror are almost fragrant. You realize the Illithids locked her away not as a trophy, but as a fine vintage.
Please, touch my mind and purge it. The moment you do, my knowledge will be yours.
Alright.
The awareness that floods you is nothing like the tadpole. It is tentative and tinged with the loneliness of eons. It fades beneath your touch, but you feel something left behind. A fragment.
It is only knowledge yet, without comprehension. But when you use it, you will see. And I see.
Many hearts, one soul.
Alright, so the Githzerai mind barrier. Having assimilated a splinter of Githzerai knowledge, mental barriers have been erected in the entity's mind. It has advantage on intelligence saving throws. Yes, I do use the special arrows. Specifically, the arrow of many targets, the slaying arrows, and the smoke. Yes, they are. Especially the arrow of many targets. Carolina can clear an entire room full of ads in round 1 by using arrow of many targets.
Well, good feelings never last, I suppose.
So yeah, I do find the special arrows very much worth it. Where's us? Oh, us is down this way. Okay. Too high. No. Oh well.
Is that blood?
Discern.
No, never mind.
We
Oh, one's for short rest. Okay. Well, we can't bring us with us. Darn. Yeah, these slaying arrows do massive damage against the targets that they are designed to slay. Arrow of many targets will annihilate adds. And the smoke powder arrows are basically bombs that you can throw farther. Other than that, well, the arrows of roaring thunder can knock people off edges, so that's fun to use. Fire arrows can be used to detonate things. But other than that, the other arrows are kind of situational. This is back. Only use of a fire arrow to set off 8 barrels of smoke pattern and better bomb. Shockingly, Astarion didn't die. Alright. Let's descend.
Is anyone else's tadpole squirming around a lot more than usual?
Aye. Feels like something down here has them excited. Or scared.
If you're referring to Merkel, he's not the only one. There's 2 others that get cutscenes in Act 3. And they are part of companion quests.
Descend, assemble.
You will not get one for Bane. Actually, there's 3. You'll get one for Ball, especially if you're, you know, a Dark Urge. And then, do you want me to tell you the other ones? Alright, in Shadowheart's final Act 3 quest, you speak directly to Shar. At least in the version where she becomes Selûnite. I don't know about Dark Justiciar, Shadowheart, but because I've never done that. And Gale will talk to Mystra. Those are the other 2.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We found it. The Absolute.
And technically, Aelin is a demigoddess, so I mean, if you want to count her, she can't. Okay, there you go.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes. With cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure.
I know typecasting is kind of
on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself.
not necessarily a great thing.
I've played my
But
part.
Jason Isaacs is always such a good
You've built
villain.
an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunted it under your nose all this time, and you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge, but you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager.
The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, again, again. But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
I don't really like Orin, like at all.
Might I suggest
not even love to hate. She's just crazy.
Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Baal.
I got the idea of ball spawn. Sarah was exactly different. Yeah.
The Testament of Merkel.
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard. The Absolute.
Heaven preserve us.
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
Shit, no. Father!
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty
Reason
this
why I like
place and begin the
Gortash
march.
is
You may catch up with the army once you retrieve the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not
I mean,
to sulk.
Jason Isaacs does
You're
a
supposed to be
lot
the
for the
fearsome
performance.
general come to
But
conquer the city.
Gortash is the consummate evil politician. Like, he's not a physical threat, but the fact that he can bend people to his will through sheer charisma alone is terrifying. And then Ketherick is just a man who has lost everything and is willing to burn the world for one person. Yeah, Gortash is the threat you never see. Ketherick, I mean, is just plain intimidating. And, I mean, I know the evil Superman trope has been done to death, but Ketherick, the fallen Selûnite paladin, voiced by one of the best interpretations of the evil Superman, J.K. Simmons, it's just terrifying. And I haven't seen seasons 2 or 3 of Invincible, but season 1, Omni-Man, oh my god. It's glorious.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away.
I think what it is J.K. Simmons is a master of tranquil fury.
Prevent me from fulfilling my
He's
destiny.
furious, but he's
But
calm,
the lure of one's
which is
destiny
more
is
terrifying.
irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out.
Here to snuff out this whole evil plot, and you along with it.
Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance.
Well, my life, too.
Let us speak plainly.
Fair enough.
My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant.
You're planning on betraying your allies.
Yes.
I just love that flat. Yes.
Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
Getting nowhere fast.
All right, here we go.
Still caged.
All right. So we've got an army of these guys here. We've got a Mind Flayer up here. Necromites there. Ketheric is here, but he's currently invulnerable. So we need to get someone here to release Dame Aelin. Dame Aelin's also not feeling the best. Well, personally. I mean, Will's here. Alright, well, fuck it.
Victor's path.
Okay, let's take care of this Mind Flayer. You have no resistances, so Mystic Arcanum time. Psychic Crush.
Well, so much for peace.
Because he could teleport? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Arella can just... fly there. Heightened spell. Fireball. Fuck y'all. Let's see here. Empowered spell. Fireball. Level 4! Fool. Can't attack my charmer. Okay. But what about an AoE? Kneel!
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Okay. Target's blocked. Okay, well,
Talk to me.
that's fine. Turn undead!
On my way.
Why aren't you flying?
Forever dauntless.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
I bid you die! Sup, Ketherick?
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal.
No, you're not. We're going to be your end.
Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
You think transforming? You say you're a god.
The Triad help us.
But what is a god to a non-believer? Alright, so he's got Merkel's presence. The apostle exudes the god of death's unholy will and bone chills. Yeah, this is the apostle of Merkel. Visage of the dead god. It's technically not Merkel himself. It's Ketheric transformed. Alright.
Fall by my hand.
Space. Oh, okay.
Focus.
Frightened, can't reach destination. Fuck. Well.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
My victims await.
Okay, we gotta end him now.
Time to
Fleet of foot.
No choice but to keep going.
Back to the depths you go. False god. May you rest in fucking pieces.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master.
Apparently not.
My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken.
No, you were rewarded as a traitor deserves.
You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
good?
No. No. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed.
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Okay,
The
first.
chosen of Merkel is dead. Permanently, this time.
Ketheric's Netherstone. It's in his armor. And take it.
Just let me pry that out.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Oh, now you come to help, bastard.
Truly. Now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it, our enemies are formidable.
How's it you're able to leave the Astral Prism now?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know. Lord Enver Gortash. An arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, a god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me. But the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three.
I'm sorry, but my god of death is Kelemvor. Those other guys can go fuck themselves. Kelemvor and his scribe Jurgle. That's the true gods of death.
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy, but working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
Well, Ketheric mentioned that he would be willing to betray the others. Orin is a sociopath who would kill anyone at the drop of a hat. So I think what we can do is just divide and conquer. Play their insecurities against each other.
We prepare for the fight of our lives. And the lives
Take
of
them
everyone
out
in
one at a
Faerûn.
time.
The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an Elder Brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of
And then
success
order
are
the brain to
slim,
kill itself.
but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And
I
when
was
the
gonna
chance
say
to strike
nuke,
comes,
but
you
okay.
must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Crumple note.
Papa, I love you. Love from Iz.
The true motivation why Ketherick decided to throw it all away. His daughter. On the one hand, he's truly an evil villain, but on the other hand, I kind of get why he fell. Do I excuse it? No. But I understand. We'll send that to Minthara. That to Shadar, and that to Minthara.
You need my expertise.
Quit.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Stop moving, everyone! Jesus fucking Christ. Trying to get you clean. Alright.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
Yeah, I know. Missouri said you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
Cult of the Dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
Huh. She exploited
She
you.
read the terms while two devils stood witness. And I said yes. One soul for one city.
Surely Mazor doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would you want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Sacrificing her soul to save the city was a brave thing to do.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye in the Battle of the Cult of the Dragon?
It is. The one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mazora. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
And what about your father?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
All right.
Was it like? No. To learn from you.
All right, Jahira, what is it you wanted to say?
What I wouldn't give.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and 2 more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead 3 holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
You almost seem like you're enjoying yourself.
Aren't you?
Maybe a little.
When we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws. It's time for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of 2 more.
You
These chosen
learned quick.
have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
I'm pretty sure that if I say no, Karlak will kill me.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketherick convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
We'll see you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalan's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper.
All right.
Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your
Huh? the reason why they didn't
I can't
age
remember how
Minsk
to
is
take
because
orders,
Minsk
as well as give them.
spent a century as a statue. So while he was, rock, he didn't age. So yeah, chronologically, he's as old as Jaheira, but physically, he's lost 100 years of worth of time in aging. But what I like most about Jaheira is she does take the role of the team mom, but her role is slightly different if you are playing a dirge. If you're a dirge that's embracing the ball blood, then she's gonna try and kill you. However, if you're actively trying to resist the urge, reject ball, she's your greatest advocate and the one that encourages you the most. Probably because she traveled with a ball spawn earlier that also was trying to resist the urge.
A curse lifted. The dead three allied once more. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls?
These abominations are soulless, surely.
Correct. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer.
So basically, the dead three
Until
are
such
nerfing
time,
themselves.
Be availed.
We have
my
followers, but they don't have souls that can empower us. So it's like they don't have any power increase at all. Way to go, dumbasses. Bleak Painley, isn't there more you can tell me?
No.
Helpful as ever. You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes. Bane, Lord of Darkness. Baal, Lord of Murder. Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanished as one.
Baal
and as three.
Does tend to
Alliance
not
is reforged,
recruit people that
the plains thus
get infected.
And the gods.
Because I think infecting people with the absolute tadpoles actually tempers their psychopathic murder sprees. Orn only desires blood, and Orn agrees. Yeah. Because, yeah, Baal just wants murder. Merkel wants death. He doesn't care how it happens. And, Gortash wants control.
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
So if anything, Bane's the stupid one. Because Merkel could just order the absolute brain, once he's in control of it, to murder, or just, kill everyone. And then he'll raise the fucking army of the dead. He'll have lots of necromantic skeletons under his control. Baal just wants to kill everyone. So there's no one left. But Bane is the only one that needs living souls to power him. But because he wants control so much, he's willing to negate the souls so he can have control. Their alliance was born of we can totally fuck over AO if we play our cards right. And they did. And they also died. Yeah, they did. Well, you know, as close as gods could die. I mean, we don't kill them, but, you know, I'm pretty sure the gods are like, hey, stop fucking around, smite.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones.
Ketheric was a dead man long before he arrived. A servant of Merkle, Lord of Bones.
Indeed. And now we know that he was not acting alone.
She looks great in Ketheric's armor,
During
by the
my
way.
time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's blood.
I mean, it's dark paladin armor anyway.
To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman.
So it's personal. Good. Let's take her down.
You make it sound so simple. She is the chosen of Baal, Lord of Murder, and one of the cult's founders. Indeed, she is the one who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies.
I remember you telling me, once, that all who bleed can die. Wouldn't that also apply to Arn? There's another with Ketheric, Gortash. Do you know anything about him?
Only that he serves Bane, which could make him a petty lordling or a despot capable of bending the world to his will. That he has enslaved illithids to fulfill his ambitions strongly suggests he is the latter. The Harper may know more. Her precious Baldur's Gate was the soil that nourished his growth.
Be a member of your indoctrination.
When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea than an entity. Pure love. Total power. Oren was by my side. She told me that God had chosen me to be a true soul. Blessed and adored. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Oren held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile.
They'll be heroes, the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Let them think that. There is a short path from savior to ruler. A short and bloody path. I know it well, and we will walk it together. But Baldur's Gate is a mere bauble. We have the chance to seize something much greater. Surely you see it. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control.
We need to eradicate the cult and the Elder Brain. It's too dangerous to be left alive.
Madness would be to let the Absolute's potential go to waste. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world.
Fear we could lose everything if we tried to take control.
Nothing worthwhile ever came without loss. But together we have the strength to decide who loses, and to make sure it is not us. You are not stupid. When we reach Baldur's Gate and face the other Chosen, you will see that my way is the right one.
Maybe I'll change your mind.
The Elder Brain is the only thing that has ever managed to change my mind. You're welcome to try. We are bound, then, to travel together, even if we do not yet agree on our ultimate purpose. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why?
I thought if I could free you from the Absolute's control, you might be a worthy ally.
So might any other true soul. And yet Gut and Ragslin do not stand with us under your protection. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Ketherick had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying.
You'd die trying.
I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live, and I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we can.
One more thing.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away?
I want revenge on those who did this to me.
Good. That is as it should be. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
I mean, I could have said, like, well, I thought this place might have had a cure, you know, all these other things. Or I could just say, I want fucking revenge. And as a vengeance paladin, she'd be like, yeah, that makes total sense. Mattis.
Why, yes. Once Alfira's done with this song, we will be looking for patrons. All coppers welcome, pal.
I found Mol's eye patch.
So? It's just Mol's eye patch. She's lost loads of them. That doesn't mean anything. Did you want something, or are you just here to stir?
I just thought Mol would be here with the rest of you.
No. But she'll turn up at some point. That's just how Mol is. You're here. Good. That's good.
You alright?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Mol is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
I mean, they are, but I'm sure they appreciate it.
Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need another bard. Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
I like how if you can basically harmonize with other bards. better if I had a different instrument, but whatever. Alright. Get enough.
That was a blast. Thank you. I hope we get to play again sometime soon.
Nope. People left gold. Alright. Oh yeah. Popcorn.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. But somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me.
I wonder if Merkel planned
Are
this
you all right?
out from the beginning and captured
I will be.
Isabel's
And you?
soul at the moment of death.
In this
Because
moment,
normally it would go to the fugue plane for judgment. And the soul is aware of being on the fugue plane. But that might also be why he was able to revive or true res Isabel in the first
Aelin,
place.
this is...
It's with this. Okay, well, he might.
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy.
Literally.
And fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last.
Well, he's going to be
Now that he's
resting in
dead.
pieces.
I have more to thank you for than I
Capable
knew.
of true res.
And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
Sphere freebies mechanically. Ah, the other one being killed. Gotcha. Well, I will never say no to having another cleric and a literal angelic warrior on my side. So you'd be most welcome. Come on, let's go.
We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
Ah.
In the curse. When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
Also, it kind of occurred to me, Aelin would have known going in that romancing a mortal was going to end with the mortal eventually dying. But she, being the daughter of Selûne, she probably would have known if Selûne claimed Isabel's soul after death, because that's usually what happens. They go to the plane of judgment, and then whichever god they devoted themselves to would claim ownership of the soul, in whatever afterlife, I think. So, Aasimar normally just as mortal. Well, Aylin's a demigod. So, and she's gifted with immortality. That's how Ketheric was immortal. He leached off of Aylin's. But I'm pretty sure Selûne would have let her daughter know, hey, your lover's soul is within my care. You've got nothing to fear. She's fine. But because she didn't, that's what caused Aelin to worry. Probably because Merkel took Isabel's soul upon death just so Ketheric would be forced to become his chosen. An honor to serve under Duke Elton.
Of course, I have no idea what life is like under Duke Ravengard's rule, but I've seen the respect he inspires in the Flaming Fist. And that tells me all I need about him as a leader. I hope you can save Duke Ravengard. For the good of Baldur's Gate.
I could use a Flaming Fist by my side. Come with me.
Thank you. But look at me. I'm a relic. A glimpse of history barely strong enough to stand on his own 2 feet. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do.
Then I wish you luck. Thank you for your help.
You too, my friend. Thank you. From Nathaniel and I.
All right.
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
I was taking a little holiday in the Mind Flayer colony downstairs.
That sounds slimy. Never mind your distasteful predilections. We need to talk about Wulbren.
Barcus Wulbren wants nothing to do with you. He made that clear.
Oh, forget about that. Wulbren and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
Alright, well, it seems we'll have our hands full on Baldur's Gate.
With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
Alright, Barcus. I'll talk with Wulbren. What is it?
I owe you an apology.
You're damn right you do. It's Barcus you should apologize to. Your reunion in Last Light was strained.
Barcus and I are another matter. I'm dealing with you right now. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I
followed it after I killed everyone.
I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
Apology
I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it.
For now.
And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city.
Oh?
And you can be part of it.
I'm listening. If you want my help, I'm going to need more to go on. Nat 20!
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick.
Well, yeah, it's under the leadership of
Once
a Banite.
the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Thinking rather bigly of yourself, aren't you?
Yes. Do you have anything to eat? Just tell me what you need.
Alright, let's see what we can sell. Don't need that. 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 Alright. Let's see here. Grab that. We'll grab another one of these. Another one of those. Another one of those. Another one of those. Okay.
Lady, light your way.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Cause I need to do some things. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of quick saves I'm gonna have to delete. Okay. There'll probably be a stream this evening, in which case we will conclude Act 2 and begin Act 3. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys this evening, probably. If not, definitely tomorrow. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.